Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Content Creators University. I am your humble servant, JP. Every single time I am excited. Why? Because every single week, this is what we do, right? We connect with one of the best minds in the content creation ecosystem, in the business, IT, all of that, right? Put together. Because my saying is the day you stop learning, you stop growing. So what we do here is we always make sure our foundation is solid. We're always learning, always connecting with the best minds, always, getting that knowledge and wisdom, something that's going to allow us to improve in a specific aspect of our content creation, our business, our value proposition, something that's going to allow us to stand out so that we can always be ahead of the game. Very important, right? As we know, IT is always changing. There's always something new in the tech media industry. So it is vital that we have that knowledge, that we're constantly learning. I always say that if you're rooted and if you put your mindset in a way where you tell yourself that you can learn from anything and everything, I guarantee you always have one step ahead the competition. For those of you who are new to the channel, well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is JP Hightek. I am a cinematographer, branding expert, and software developer. What I do is help businesses, entities, and individuals elevate their branding, elevate their messaging with high quality visuals when it comes out to videos, graphic design, web design, and so forth, right? That's what I do. So if you want to connect with me, of course, it's jphightek.com, the website. Well, today we have another amazing guest, right? She will tell you is about to get bananas today. That's our new saying today, folks. And you will see why I'm saying that. She has an amazing personality. But before we even talk about her, right, a couple of things that we always do. First of all, I want to thank our sponsors that is allowing us to still produce this show every single week. For those of you who do not know, this show is both sponsored and listener supported, right? So earlier you saw Charles Jackson Media, an amazing company that's sponsoring this show since season 1, and we are in season 2 right now. Fantastic, right? And if you want to learn how to improve your studio setup, which camera to buy, lenses, understanding the lights and all those things, well, you want to connect with Charles Jackson Media. Just go to charlesjackson.media and connect with him. He is an amazing professional, right? We also have other sponsors on the show, such as ExpressVPN, allowing us to have 3 months free. All you have to do is go to expressvpn.com/JP Hightek if you want to get 3 months free and protect your asset, your digital access, and also not to be exposed to any hacks. This is vital, folks. Very, very important. So you want to go ahead and get that. Also, we have more, right? So I'm about to tell you who else is going to be a guest on this show right after this. So stay with me. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, now we're about to talk about who will be next in the Content Creators University. Before I said that, you saw that ad that was from RTN Streams, and RTN Streams is your best companion for your encoder, right? For example, I'm using Ecamm right now to broadcast this show. But guess what? I'm using RTN Streams to allow this show to not just be available for you to watch on YouTube, Facebook, and my social media. We're right now on LinkedIn, my website, but we're also on Roku, right? I'm using RTN Streams in order to power and create my Roku and my Fire TV application. Yeah, you want to elevate your value proposition. This is it, right? And RTN Streams is so phenomenal if you know how to use YouTube. If you know how to upload a video, change the thumbnail, and put a description, then you know how to use RTN Streams. It's that easy, and that is phenomenal. So if you're interested, go ahead and visit the website, which is rtnstreams.com. Best decision I've ever made, folks. Now, next time in the Content Creators University, we will have Juanita Colley. Now, Juanita Colley is coming to talk to us about a subject that is phenomenal: women in tech. I can't wait for that conversation, folks. Looking forward to that. She will be here October 6th. So put down, save the date. It's going to be amazing. And also, we'll have what I call the power duo, right? This is Anna and Fulgence, right? They will be here in the space here to teach us some phenomenal things. As we know, they are the ones that handle Ecam News and teaching everyone every single week tips and tricks, things to know in order to elevate your visuals and different things you could do to master your softwares and different things like that. Well, we have another amazing conversation with them right here that come into the space. So mark the date as well. This will be October 20th, right? Now, enough about the folks that are coming. There's somebody behind stage and now her name is Kelly Mirabella. For those of you who do not know, well, she's a sought after, right? Marketing expert. I call her the guru in the game. You'll see why I'm talking about that. She has a play out of knowledge when it comes down to the things we're talking about today. And today we're talking about how to market yourself as a content creator. Because a lot of times we do not understand the differences between marketing and branding and messaging and graphic design. And there's so much to it. Well, we need clarity in those things, and we need to understand what is the best way for us to market ourselves and really impact the people that we want to attract. And as we all know, we all want to monetize in our content creation. And when we're talking about content, you saw the ad at the beginning of the show, Creators Unleashed. We explained during that conference that a creator is somebody that's bringing something to existence. So are you bringing business into existence? What is it that you put into existence? Well, you're a creator. This is important that we understand this thing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring her onto the stage right after this animation. Well, hello there, Kelly. Welcome to the show.
Hi, 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 hi.
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am. He's about to be bananas today, like I said
Yes,
earlier,
I even
and
wore
I
my
am very
banana shirt.
excited. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I am excited, and thank you for accepting to come here today and teach us. We always say that every single guest, you will be our professor today, right? So you are going
Okay.
to teach us the things we want to know. Yes, ma'am. So without further ado, for the folks that are like, who exactly is this lady JP is excited about? Take a minute, introduce yourself to them so we can have more information on your background, who you are, please.
Okay, cool. Hi, everyone. My name is Kelly Noble Mirabella. I am a sought after. Oh, my Google thing just went off. I wasn't talking to you. Um, I'm a sought after chat marketing and content marketing expert. I'm able to take one piece of content and turn it into a bajillion. I'm very well known in the chat marketing space for my Baby Got Bought programs and channel, which I started building about 4.5 years ago. And my content has been a pivotal piece of finding me a lot of success in that space. And so I have actually been a digital marketer for 14 years. My content, organic content marketing especially, is my specialty. And I love taking YouTube channel videos and recreating it into, like I said, like a bajillion different things. I am everywhere. It annoys my friends, but it is highly effective. So, yeah, that's a little bit about me. Hi. Hi.
Fantastic. Well, thank you. Thank you for that awesome presentation. And exactly, that is why we brought you here, right? Because we want to learn from the expert. I always say I never stop learning because I always want to keep
Right.
growing. So
Yeah.
never say that I know it all. I'm always open to learn. So I want to learn from you, right? Because I mean, today, everybody, I should say, right? Pretty much everybody want to do content creation, right? Everybody
Yeah.
want to jump in the game, and we noticed that
Hmm.
COVID and all that changed the way we think. A lot of people are working from home, so the thing is that there are different levels to that, right? And we want to
Absolutely.
understand in as a professional, right? When you look at what's going on today, in your opinion, what exactly? How can you define marketing?
Marketing is like flirting. That's what marketing is. Marketing is flirting, and it is the dating process of actually content is flirting, marketing is dating, And if you get the sale or the conversion, then you got yourself a significant other. So that's kind of how I
Hmm.
look at it. Marketing today, as compared to when I started in the
Hmm.
marketing game, is a lot more personal brand heavy. It's about representing yourself in a way that brings value, but is also not just about, I also think it's kind of outdated to give everything away for free, right? So like not just
Hmm.
about bringing value, but also strategizing your entire content plan so that you're bringing value to people on every spectrum of your consumer journey or customer journey, and that leads them into places where you can be mutually benefited. So yeah, it's the dating, right, of the scenario. The metaphor to me is marketing is like dating.
That's awesome. I mean, this is my first time
You're just getting to
hearing
know
that
each other, you
somebody,
know?
somebody define marketing as dating.
Yeah.
But in essence, that's what exactly what it is, because is between the person pushing the service or product and the target audience, right? So as when you're dating somebody, you want to take the time to do certain things, which is studying your target audience, seeing the things they like, they do not like,
Right.
the place to spend their time, and all of that. So that's
Right,
very
and then
cool.
the analogy is so much more than that too, because if you think about it, if you're dating someone and it's all about you all the time, you're just sitting there talking about yourself all the
Hmm.
time, that's not going to end up in a successful relationship. Whereas if you are
Right.
doing a little give and take, you're bringing something to the plate, you're flirting with the content and stuff, that's going to yield a successful relationship. So it's an analogy that really makes sense across the board of what marketing should be. And I think, unfortunately, I'm very well known. So that we get this on the table right away. I'm well known to be like, I will tell you exactly how it is. I'm not going to bullshit you.
Hmm.
I'm pretty straight shooter, and so I just think that a lot of people come into marketing themselves and content creation, and it's too much about themselves, and they're really not thinking about the relationship they're trying to build.
I'm loving that straight out the gate. She's not playing no games, right?
I know. I'm looking
Um,
at the comments too. I'm like, what's up? What's up? So
yeah,
if I keep
because
looking down, that's why.
I know I was gonna just ask you, right? I was like, okay, with all the social media platforms that we have and all the places, we're talking email campaigns, social
Yeah.
media, TikTok, and
Yeah.
all those things. Somebody will tell you, well, Kelly, I am posting every single day across all of my social media platform. I have however X amount of people in my email, database, but it's not going anywhere. I'm still not getting elevating my income. What am I
Hmm.
missing? What's going on?
Well, there's a lot of things that are probably going on. Number one, you don't have to be posting every day, but I would question like, what are you posting? Number two, I think that there's too much of a focus on numbers, right? My whole saying, my
Mm-hmm.
catchphrase is the numbers don't matter if the people don't care. And so, really thinking about the fact that when I started in business, again, I've been doing digital marketing for 14 years. So when I started back in the day, it was really exciting to get 10 people in a room. Like back then we would go into actual rooms and teach, and, didn't have YouTube or whatever. So to get 10 people to show up, 20 people, 30 people to show up, 100 people to show up. Are you kidding me? I'm in a room
Right,
and
right.
100 people are here. And nowadays we get 100 people to watch our YouTube videos and we're disappointed. And then we give
Mm-hmm.
up too easily. And I think it's a mix between, what are you putting out there? Is it resonating with people? Are you presenting it in the correct way? And that's where, you mentioned continual learning is so important. We have to really examine what we're doing and how we can continually improve. I mean, if you went and looked at my original videos, bleh, like that's so bad, so we're always learning, but then also just really understanding, to get a clear understanding of why are you creating this content, because it is, especially on platforms today where it's so competitive, you really need to have a genuine voice, and you need to have a
Mm-hmm.
plan, like a content plan. I have a content schedule that I plan out my content way in advance. I know what's going through, I know why I'm doing it. I have an entire picture of what that looks like, and if 10 people like watch my video, I'm thrilled, but I'm also looking
Right.
at it like, how can this be improved, because I know that I can get more. So it's just it's all a process, and I do think people give up way too easily, to be quite frank about it.
Well, definitely, everything of substance does take work and take time to build.
Absolutely.
And so I would say if you want to see the house, you have to be patient and give them time to
Hmm.
build it. Start with the foundation, and then we had everything on top of it, which is
Right.
very important. Now, you mentioned something which is very important is, to be genuine. Now, that is something you hear a lot, and this is a question that we get a lot on the Content Creators University is be your authentic self and be genuine and be real. What does that even mean for the person? It's like, you know what, I hear this a lot, I don't get it. How
Oh,
can I be
well,
genuine,
like,
right?
someone calls me a lot, my answer is like, "Okay." Like, "Thanks." Like, like, I have another
Mm-hmm.
T-shirt. I'm all about the T-shirts with my messages, right? And it says,
Right.
"I'm not for everyone." And this is, like, my mantra. Like, of course I'm not for everyone. There's there especially if you're a content creator, especially on YouTube, you could
Mm-hmm.
easily say, I do chatbot marketing on one channel and I do content marketing on another channel. And it's like, there's all kinds of people out there doing that. And some people don't like my voice. Some people don't like that I wear t-shirts in torn jeans. And some people just don't like me because of whatever reason. Maybe they just don't like my style of teaching. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's not my problem. But I have really gotten clear on what my voice is, what my brand is, what I'm all about. And the more I will tell you, because I've been doing this for so long, the more I am comfortable being all me and just being cool with like the fact that I am not for everyone, the more successful my content is. And it's scary at first, and that's why so many people don't do it. But I'm telling you, that's where the zone of genius is. That's where the magic really happens, is when you really can accept that this is who I am and not everyone has to like it. And I'm just gonna do me. But obviously, don't be stuck in your ways and stuff. You still have to like be continually learning. But when we say we're genuinely ourselves, that means we're out there and we're cool with people just not liking who we are, because we don't have to be for everyone. And that's like literally everyone should just recognize that.
Wow. Wow. What you're saying is so powerful. I hope, our listeners and viewers are taking note, because I am, and what I'm getting from there is understanding that you cannot serve everyone, right? That
You
is
shouldn't
crucial.
want to.
No.
You shouldn't want to. Like, honestly, I'm going to tell you, I probably have 6,000 people on my email list. And I've been in digital marketing 14 years. So that's saying
Mm-hmm.
like a lot. That's not a lot of people. And I still convert like bananas crazy because I don't need 1,000 people. I don't need 10,000. I don't need 100,000 people. I can do high end products. I can do low end products, whatever. But I know what I do is high quality. I know that it's worth something, and I know I don't need I would rather go for like 10 people to pay me more and they're all in and they love my style and they know that they can learn from me, because that's a lot more fun anyway than be like, here, let's just like anyone, I'll just help anyone. Like, no, I don't want to serve people who don't like my style. That's not fun.
Right. I mean, first, exactly, it's not fun, and second, they're not going to receive it. I mean,
Yeah,
somebody doesn't
exactly.
like you, they're not going to receive anything you're saying. They might even make your life harder. I mean,
Yeah,
depending on what you're doing, you have a course and all of that, and you're, ejecting all that out to people. The number of people that are showing up for your classes, all that
yeah,
matters. And I'm looking at the comment section. I have Laura, I showed that earlier. Laura Williams saying, JP mentioned, a lot value proposition. I'm always going to say that again, right? Goes back to what value you were offering, because it's
yeah.
all about the type of value people are getting from you. And see, in my humble opinion, correct me, Kelly, if I'm wrong, it goes down to that, right? It goes down to
Yeah.
knowing what you are offering as value and believing that you are indeed offering a specific value to somebody. Wouldn't you say that that might be where a lot of people are missing the boat, where they don't truly or fully believe in what they're offering? So now they go around trying to do everything
A
instead
little bit
of
of
niching
everything.
down and focusing on what they have. What do you say about that?
I think it's a mix between that and impatience. because like we mentioned before, nothing worth doing is done in a day. It's going to take time. It took me forever to
Mm-hmm.
build my YouTube channel, and I'm still working at it, still tinkering. But you do have to know why. You have to know what value you're doing. You have to have a clear vision. If you are all over the place, if you were for everyone, you were for no one. And it's the same with that motto, as well as if you do everything, you're, like, you do nothing. I'm just not a fan. And sure, there are very few people out there, but there are a couple people who are very successful, supposedly, that, the grass is always greener, that they're like
Right.
the generalist or whatever. And I don't buy into that. I really believe that you need to get real clear on what your business goals, why are you even creating this content? What value
Mm-hmm.
and what do you bring to the table? And what is the authentic voice that you're going to bring? And those three things have to be known if you're going to be successful.
Wow, wow, wow. Yes, I'm loving this, Kelly. Thank you so much. Right? If you work for everybody, you're working for
You work for
nobody.
no one. And that's a
Yeah.
misconception, because, everyone's like, oh, especially creators, right? Of course, we want more people watching and stuff. So we
Mm-hmm.
work to like make it fit the more people. We're always thinking more people. And we forget that if we like, as soon as you make it unique and just
Mm-hmm.
be different, and it's easy to be different because we're all different, but if we embrace our difference, that is when the I'm telling you, that's when your list will fill up. That's when people will become fanatics. That's when you make raving fans. So you can have a whole bunch of just like, people are like, yeah, she's helpful, he's cool, I enjoy his videos. And then you can have people who are like showing up to everything you do, no matter what you're into. I shift gears about every 2 years. I change. I'm like, I get bored with this, I'm gonna go do this.
Mm-hmm.
People now follow me because it's me, because they know no matter what, I'm bringing them something awesome. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna teach you something. I'm gonna bring you massive value. So that, wouldn't you rather have that than just like ho hum? I mean, maybe I'll watch.
That's so true. I mean, as a branding expert, that is key whenever I'm working with clients, right? Making them understand
Right.
that a brand evolves, right? You can be a certain way today, doesn't mean it's going to stay like that. As people,
Yeah.
we evolve, we change, our interest changes and things like that. Don't be scared for your brand to evolve. If you look at
Right.
McDonald's logo 20 years ago, it's not the same, and the way
Different.
they're offering and connecting with their clientele is different, right? You evolve, you adapt, you update the way you do things, and you grow.
Right.
I mean, I'm loving all the gems you're dropping, Kelly. This is phenomenal. Now let's talk about using technology to
Yeah,
power our marketing. That is something you teach, right?
I do.
First of all, tell us more about your company.
So I own Stellar Media Marketing, which, when it started, speaking of evolving, when it started, was a full service marketing agency that did everything. And a couple years after I got into it, I thought, I don't really want to do everything. I just want to do social media marketing and content marketing. So I did that for a very long time, about 10 years doing that. And then about 4 years ago, I just decided I don't want to do social media anymore. It's a pain. So
Mm-hmm.
I moved into chat marketing. And so my company, and since then I've switched gears as more an educator in the space. So I'm not really an agency that does things for people. I am a consultant and educator. I do work with very large brands to create content for them, and it always surprises people that you can create like get high end contracts with not a lot of YouTube subscribers and stuff, if you just know how to do it right. So I do a lot of that kind of stuff, and then I teach people how to use chat marketing, how to use automations like Jarvis, which is an AI tool for writing content, to, the different tools that I just like to share with people, the tools that I use to create the content that I create, and to make my life easier in repurposing content and creating all these workflows. So I would say that my business is really focused on education, consulting, and coaching
So obviously, there's a easier way to
for
manage
everything.
our marketing. We're just
Yeah.
leveraging the power of technology to do it.
Hmm.
Give us one gem, right? What is one thing you can tell us that
Oh, one thing.
we need to add to our arsenal in order
Oh,
to
yeah.
really make our life easy? What would be one thing you can tell us?
Okay, so first and foremost, so everyone knows, I actually am giving y'all a guide that's going to break this down even more, but I will tease out a couple of one line tips, I guess. So I would say, like, if you're a video creator, which I would assume most of the people who watch your show are probably like YouTubers, live broadcasters. You probably already heard this, but if you haven't done it already, get Descript. Like, Descript is the tool. It is a magical unicorn. It does so many things for me. I will use it. I'll shoot my YouTube videos. I'll throw it into Descript to take out all the word gaps automatically, any of the ums, and then I throw it over to Final Cut Pro for my editing. I do edit all my own videos and stuff, so that saves me so much time. And then I transcribe my finished videos, turn them into blogs. I will then go and I'll strip the sound, put it over on my podcast. If it's not a visual thing, it's more of a
Mm-hmm.
podcast friendly. If it's something I can cut out, I'll do little like reels and stories, and I am like the queen of micro content. And it all comes down to this tool, Descript. It just makes everything so easy, and it's just ridiculous. Everyone needs to be using Descript if you're doing video. Just hands down my favorite tool.
Wow. Well, we just learned something new for the folks that do not know. I knew about this script, but not everybody uses it. And hearing you talk about it more just makes you understand how powerful this tool is and
It's
how it can
so good.
complement. It's all about a tool, a solution complementing your workflow. And it
Exactly.
surely does if you create content, whether it is just audio content, because even on YouTube, you get plenty of podcasts that is just audio podcasts that presented in that manner. Well, Kelly, we're about to take an ad break and we'll be
Okay.
right back. When we come back, I want us to actually talk about, okay, how do we work with you? And as we want to work with you, what are the things we can expect from you? And as a creator, how do we actually make money without the tradition, have to get in the traditional way, which is, clicks and CRMs and all that
Yeah, yeah,
from
yeah.
YouTube, right?
I got
So,
you. I got you.
yes, ma'am. Stay with me, and we'll be right back right after this ad. Don't go anywhere.
This is Todd.
Hi.
This is Todd's mom.
Hi.
In a moment, Todd's mom will read her son's internet browsing history.
What?
Aloud, please.
No.
Supermodels on trampolines.com. Why don't girls like me? How to overcome an overbearing mother.
Okay, cut. Cut.
If you wouldn't want
Stop.
mom looking through your web history, why would you let hackers, ad companies, or your internet and cellular provider do the same thing?
Why does my junk burn?
They can track and record everything you do online, but not if you have ExpressVPN.
Why did you buy a $200 ninja outfit?
For fighting.
ExpressVPN apps keep your activity and identity private while you browse, stream, email, or download. Protect all of your devices with just one click.
Are my hands small?
Okay, I'm done. You guys are all terrible people.
ExpressVPN. Take back your privacy today.
Hey man, this is DJ Strick, and you're watching Content Creators University with JP Hightek. Man, don't miss a thing. Stay right here.
All right, folks. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the Content Creators University, and we've been here, right, with our guest, amazing guest, Kelly Mirabella. I call her the marketing guru, and she's been teaching us things that we need to consider and understand in order for our image, our marketing to be on point, right? And how to leverage technology to make our lives easier. And as if all that was not enough, she also has a special gift to all of us here, right? For free. You don't have to pay for that. We're also about to talk about how we can connect with her. If we want to book her, work with her, join her course, or anything she has going on, how can she help us, right? Because it's all about knowing your weakness and partnering, networking with the right people to help you elevate that section of your business so you can impact the people, right? Welcome back, Kelly. Thanks a lot for everything. It's been
Hi.
bananas so far. So that is really, really, really awesome. So, like I was saying, right now we're about to change it a little bit. Now we want to see. First of all, you say you had a free guide.
I do,
What is
yeah.
it? How can we get
Um,
it?
so it's the marketing formula, and basically it's literally my roadmap of how I repurpose my videos, both live and recorded, and how I create 10x the content from one content piece using tools like Descript and Agora Pulse and Missing Letter and all these amazing tools that I teach on my YouTube channel. So if you want to grab it, all you got to do is go to my Instagram. It's instagram.com/stellar247. That's STELLAR 247. Message me the word bananas and I will shoot it over to you. You just have to give me your email, and then you'll get a copy of the guide, both in the automation, the messenger, the DM, if you will. And then you'll also get an email with that same information. And then there's also information about a course that I actually put together with Ask Evie. For those of you who know Evie, we did, a lot of people in the broadcasting community knows, we did a month-long giant daily challenge during it's not Vlogmas, the Veda April
Right.
video every day. And so we turned that into a course that you guys can snag, so that's where that guide is kind of pulled from, is one of the many things that we give away in that project. So
Awesome. As a matter of fact, Evie was a guest at the end of season 1, and she dropped a lot of value as well right here.
she's
And
great.
folks, that's true. All you have to do is go to her Instagram, message her. I did it
Right.
myself, right? I sent her a message, but not any message. You have to say bananas, right?
You have to say banana or bananas in the private message to me. That's all you have to say,
DM.
and I will shoot it on over to you.
It's
Yeah, India.
automated.
Oh, I love India. That's my girl. She's all,
Yeah,
you're
absolutely. And that's amazing how that's automated. And if that's one thing you want to learn, is that something you teach people, Kelly?
So I do teach it in that course, which is why I connected it. I'm going to be honest with you. Even if you wanted to book me right now, you couldn't, because I am booked out through November.
Oh, snap.
So sorry, but I do offer many resources, both free and paid, for people who want to focus on like the tools and how both Evie and I did this thing together, where we just created honestly, the content marketing power up is probably the best place to start. It's a phenomenal course that is 30 days of training. So at least 30 trainings in there, tons of guidebooks, cheat sheets. Like, it's going to set you up with everything you want to know to be like me and create just a ridiculous amount of content. And whether your interest is in recorded video or live video or both, we got you covered in that. So that's probably the best way to go. In the future, I do consulting. I do brainstorm sessions. We do strategy sessions. So I do offer all those. But like I said, you couldn't even get on my calendar right now until probably November, December.
Well, I believe that's a good problem to have as an
It
entrepreneur,
is,
right?
yeah.
Somebody that's working for yourself.
Yeah, I had to shut it down. It was getting too much. I was like, whoa, we got too many
Right.
projects right now.
Well,
So I'm
that's
doing a couple of
fantastic.
big projects for some brands. So speaking of making money because of your content, that's part of that. Why
Well,
I'm
that's
booked up.
fantastic. That was gonna be my
Yeah.
next question, right? I was gonna
Yeah.
ask you, okay, as a content creator, right? We have all those things, right? Like buy me a coffee and all those things activated, and we're not making any money, right? That's
Nope.
why those are questions that I will get. So, well, I want to ask the expert, what do I do to make money or to get a brand deal?
Right.
tangible
So
advice, please.
Right. Okay. So the first thing you need to do is decide how you want to make your money. And you can absolutely diversify this. I create content around all kinds of different diversifications. Now, I posted in the chat, and I don't know if it went through because it's a link to a YouTube video. So you might have to approve it or not. But if you guys see it,
Okay.
it's a video I did on my Baby Got Content channel that literally goes through 5 different ways to make money. And I actually interview a lot of experts like Stephanie Liu, and Doc Rock is in there, and Rob Balasabas, and we just really break down like ways to make money that are not like monetization. I don't look at YouTube as a way to monetize. Like that's not monetization on YouTube is not the way to make money, honestly. Like I make like maybe $300 a month on from my Baby Got Bot channel. I've got 12,600 subscribers, something like that. So, you know, it's not a lot of money, but then, you know, turn around and I get speaking gigs where I'm getting paid $14,000. I'm doing another brand gig where I did a demo video for them. It was $15,000. So they picked me because of my YouTube channel. I did ManyChat's first course, not the one that's out now, although I was a part of the one that's out now. And I got a huge contract with them. This was back in 2019 because of my YouTube channel. And this is back when I had like 4,000 subscribers or 2,000 subscribers. And what it really comes down to, again, is your authentic voice. They chose me because I am different, because I am very like energetic, and the way that I bring extra energy. And that's now, I'm not saying that should be your style. I'm saying get your style down, like dial it down, embrace it. My style is very like energetic, excited. I have a certain vibe. You watch my videos, you know who I am, right? Like that's just my style.
Right.
And it attracts a certain type of people to me to create content on their behalf. Now, I do have a background in education and course creation and that sort of thing, so that does help. But I do think that you don't have to have a giant following in order to get big brand deals. It's really about getting really clear on your messaging and then create content that is always improving. So when I started my channel, when I started doing video, I shot all my videos from my phone, like all of them. And then, you know, I was using the Yeti, which you can tell if it's up to my face, it's way better. But I don't feel like holding it, and I don't have a stand today. But then I went out and bought a whole bunch of Rode mics, and this is what I use to shoot my videos. Sound went up. I have sound panels now instead of just my window, you know, and I really don't think that that's something that happens overnight. It's a progression. How can I improve this? I'm always trying to get into like different Facebook groups where they're doing audits. During Vlogmas, the Let's Get Live crew, they were doing audits every day. Unfortunately, I had to like get them to give me honest audits because people are just too nice. I'd get on and I'd be like, warning, if you want a real audit, don't ask me unless you're like really thick skinned. Because I'm going to tell you, because the way I see it is like, I'm here to build something. I'm not here, you know, so if I say, hey, I need feedback, how can I improve? I'm not going to maybe do everything people are saying, but I'm absolutely going to take that into consideration. If people keep saying my sound is brassy, I'm going to go do everything I can to learn about how to improve my sound. I'm going to go reach out to all my friends who are experts in sound production, and I'm going to find out what are the best mics. How do I do this? You know, what's the camera that I need? I updated my camera. I now use a Canon T6i for my videos, and it's made a load of difference. So it doesn't always start at the highest production. I think a lot of people jump right in and they just go straight into all production. It's also about your personality and the content you're putting out, and just the whole presentation. Just what I say to my students is practice makes progress. We're never looking for perfection. We're looking for progress. So just continually getting better and always improving. And the only way you're going to get brand deals is if you are different. Think about your connections. Think about the people who come on your show who have gotten brand deals. There is something about their style of content that, you know, when you see them, that's them. It's not just their face, right? You know, that's their style. Like they have a certain je ne sais quoi, if you will. And brands want that. They can hire any old freelancer off the block, but they're paying the big bucks for the people who represent on camera well, that have the style that they're looking for, the vibe they're looking for, and they're going to pay you a lot of money in order to do that. So I think that that's a big part of it. I also think creators need to do a way better job at negotiating and knowing their worth. There's way too much of this. Oh yeah, I'll do it, for a free sample of whatever you got. I'm like, nah, I'm not here for that noise. Like, you pay me the money, or I will
Right.
negotiate like a good affiliate thing. So that's like the big money concept, is like, it's a longer game. Honestly, you really have to work on progressively getting better and producing great quality content that people like watching, and just it represents who you are as an individual. And then on the flip side of that, if you're just looking for ways to diversify, there's a lot of ways to monetize your channel. I make quite a bit of money just doing tutorials on things like Jarvis or Missing Letter, or tools that I actually use, that I'm an affiliate for, and then I just share with people my affiliate link. But I create really succinct videos. Like today on my Baby Got Content channel, I released a video on 5 ways that you can make money if you use this specific tool that I know people are using for AI copywriting. And I'm like, that's what people want to see. And then you show someone how they can make money with the tool that you're teaching, they're going to want to sign up for that tool because it pays for itself. So then they're going to use my affiliate link. So you see, it's all about, and I talked about this earlier, like, plan your content out. Figure out why you're creating it in the first place. Are you just creating because of the fun of it? I mean, cool. Then don't expect to get paid. So like, really think through the way this is a business, right? If you're going to make it a business, make it a freaking business, and think about, why am I creating this video? How can I be always constantly improving? I love YouTube. I think it is, out of all the platforms I've done video on and content on, and I was an early adapter of live video. We're talking like the Meerkat days. I've been live streaming since Google Hangouts, man. I've got like some
Right. Yep.
back, yeah, a while. And I'm going to tell you, for me, and this is not for everyone, some people will find that live is better. Some people find podcasting is better. For me, YouTube, I'm obsessed. And when I say I'm obsessed, I mean, I am like a chess player, always trying to like plan the next move. And I'm always researching and learning and looking my analytics and watching hey, you know what? This last video, some people don't like listening to themselves or watching themselves. Get over yourself and watch your videos. If you're bored, your audience is bored. I edit my own videos, and if I'm sitting there editing my video, I'm like, oh God, I just want to get this done. It's so boring. Then I won't release the video. I just won't release it because I know it's going to fail, and it's not how I want to represent myself, because I know if I represent myself to my highest level, where I know I could be, those are the videos the brands are going to want to see. Right. So it's all about thinking about ways to look at your whole picture. Now, when I talk about different ways to monetize, because I know that was one of the questions that people are popping in, again, we want to strategize. You're a business. So yes, I want to have this really great content that is looking for brands. That's the big money. And then, yes, I want to do some live videos, because that is another really great way to get sponsorships and create a lot of content that I could repurpose into different places, which helps spread the word of me, and more people are going to be attracted to that, which makes me desirable to brands as well. But then there's also the things like your affiliate stuff. I'm telling you, it's very lucrative. There's also knowing, like, in the future, I have this plan. Let's say I want to launch a course in 6 months. Like, this is a big goal, right? This is not for me, but I'm just giving you an example. If I know I'm going to be launching a course in 6 months, my content is planned right now. So I'm looking at, okay, I want to teach things on my YouTube channel that will help get people excited about what I'll eventually want to push them into. I'm going to say, I'm going to have like a free, like, for instance, I'm doing my content, I'm doing a boot camp for agencies that want to get into chat marketing. So I've been doing an agency blueprint kind of series. And at the end, I always have call to actions like, hey, go grab that guide. The link's down below. And what does that do? It brings them into my circle. It gets them on my email list. Now I'm able to send them updates about, get on the wait list. It's coming. And then once I launched, I had a wait list of 200 people. I'm already at 74% filled seats. And, I've only been selling for a week. So you really have to think through content. If you're serious about content marketing, it's not about just throwing stuff up and hoping something sticks. We're not making spaghetti here. We're really thinking through the strategy and the roadmap and the consumer journey. Like, where are they stopping along the way, and how can I meet them at all those places to eventually get them where I want them to go? So it was a lot of words. but that's what I do.
Well, hey, those are a lot of words that we needed, and I want to thank you, right? I want to thank you for taking the time to be fully elaborate on how we can tangibly make money with our content, because it matters. And I'm loving everything you're saying. It's so true, and I can attest to that, right? I can attest. I've gotten so many brand deals, and 90% of my brand deals came from YouTube, and I've
Yeah,
turned brands
same.
away, and I refuse. But it is just to say that, yes, it is true what you're saying, right? It is 100% true. You can get a lot of brand deals because brands will want to work with you and your
Exactly.
authentic voice, or your flow, your flavor, I'll call it, right? The flavor that you're offering. That's what they're looking for. And you're 100% correct. You've nailed it every single time, every single thing you said. I'm loving what Laura is saying here. She's saying that I tune into these shows because you're all about being authentic and growing, plus creating is helpful view of the future, which is the message I need to keep hearing. That goes to also connecting and networking, knowing, being able to not just connect with others, learn from others, but also learn to improve yourself, right? Like you just said,
Yeah.
listen, rewatch your videos, listen to your podcast. And if you are bored, like you said, I love that, right? I'm gonna repeat it. If you're bored listening to yourself, what makes you think other people are not gonna be bored? I mean,
Yeah.
it's natural. They will feel the same way you're feeling. So if you're editing your videos or your podcast and you feel like this is not going how I want to do it, is there anything you can do to add more flavor to it? Animation or different things, or
Yeah, there's
ad
always
break and all
something
of
like
that.
a jump cut or something. They say if you watch, and this is a tip that I'm sure you know because I think you said you had a broadcast background, but like if you just watch TV, go watch your favorite show, and the next time you do it, every time the screen changes, start counting. I guarantee you the screen is going to change. The angle, the something is changing on your screen every 15 seconds tops. It's usually like every 3 to 5 seconds. So when I edit, I make sure that 15 seconds does not go by without something different happening on that screen. So it could be an animation, it could be a jump cut, it could be a little flare, it could be a part, a third, lower third coming in. But if I am editing my videos, and I actually highly recommend everyone start editing your own videos before you, at least for a while before you send it out for someone else, because it makes you a better creator. Because you're always thinking, like when I shoot video, I know in my head, I'm like, pause, it's coming, like we're going to do this. And I'll be thinking about how
Right.
I can do these little jump outs where it's like it goes to a different colored screen. I'm like, I know what you're thinking. And it's like pop. I'm like, Kelly, isn't this da da da? So I'm always thinking that way. And that's because I edit my own videos. But yeah, 15 seconds or less. Go watch TV tonight. I guarantee you there's something happening on that screen in less than 15 seconds consistently through the whole show.
Well, folks, what she's saying is 100% correct. If you've noticed, on this very show, 10 seconds, I am changing the visual. We'll go into a different overlay. There's an animation going on the screen. She's picking up something. Those things are what's going to contribute to somebody enjoying your overall show. Or when you're watching
Exactly.
TV, you're like, I don't know why I love this show. It's not just about the graphics.
Keeps
It's
you
about everything
engaged.
supported, right? Kelly just came in. She's giving some of my secrets away. Huh?
I'm
Really?
sorry. This
I'm
is what
just
happens.
kidding.
I am an open book. You know what? If people ask me questions, I'm going to give answers, unless it takes me like forever to like answer. Then I'm like, go buy the book, go buy the course. But usually I'm
Right.
just like, here it is. Here's the secrets. There's no secret.
Well, thank you so much. That's what we want. And we've gotten to the end of our show, right? So I want to thank you. I want to ask you to wait backstage as I go ahead and close with the team here, and I'll be right
All
back with
right.
you. All
All
right.
right. Sounds good.
All right, folks. This is it, right? As you saw, it was bananas today, like she says, right? I'm loving all the gems he dropped. If you appreciate this type of videos, well, go ahead and smack the like button. If you're listening to the podcast, you can connect, share this with a friend or family member. And what I want you to do is also hop on YouTube, right? Is JP Hightek Reviews, and you know how to spell it, is JPHIGHTK Reviews, youtube.com/JP Hightek Reviews. Subscribe, right? And hop on social media, connect with us, and let's learn together. These are the type of things we're learning every week. And literally, we've learned so much tonight. And I want to encourage you, if you know you're struggling in your marketing, you're truly looking for ways to get those brand deals, play it back again, replay squad, right? Or if you're catching a replay, go ahead and put in the comment section below, learn from it, implement it, and I guarantee you, you will not regret it. So again, I'll see you guys next time for another video. Next week, we'll be back here for another amazing content with an amazing professor, like we call him, right? Excited about that. And you know how we do it. You know, I want to tell you the same thing. Be safe. And I'll see you next time. Like I always say, shalom. Bye-bye, folks.